Welcome to my behind the scenes video for my digital technologies project for this term. My subway project taught me how to professionally model an environment using the 3D modeling software Blender. I used techniques of advanced modeling, the application of high resolution textures, and use alternate lighting techniques to achieve a level of photorealism with my work. I spent the first week of my project learning the necessary skills to achieve my goal. I used tutorials from the YouTuber Blender Guru on how to make a realistic donut. These tutorials helped me learn the basics of Blender modeling and high resolution texturing. I found his tutorials very useful to aid me with my project and often found myself referring back to these tutorials so I could apply these techniques to my project properly. The first stage of my project was modeling the subway corridor. As I'm speaking to you, you will see sped up screen captures that I took during this project to demonstrate how I progressed through this project. I used a reference image of a New York subway corridor to base my model around. I used the basic modeling techniques such as scaling and extruding to design the basic shape of the corridor. Then use the subdivision modeling technique to model the stairs, railings, and lighthousings. I use the same technique to add details such as the rubber guards on the edges of the corridor and the rubber guards on the stairs. Many hours of work were put into every model so I could achieve models of high quality to aid me with photorealism. The second stage of my project was texturing my models to achieve photorealism. To save time, I used a paid service called Polygon to supply textures for my project. These textures were professionally made and they really helped me pull off my effective photorealism in my project. What you're watching now is how I applied these dynamic textures to my scene and how I adjusted them to make them look as natural as possible in my environment. I use a combination of normal maps, gloss layers, and reflection masks to make these textures look as realistic in my scene as they possibly could. I also used light HDRs to simulate realistic sunlight at the back of my corridor, bleeding in like the outside world. I have also done some detailed analysis about my inspirations for this project, and those can be found in my project portfolio. Thank you.